All right, everybody, we are back. It is now 6 o'clock, so it's time for your 6 p.m. update. This update is brought to you by Baja Kits by Brenthel. Head over to BajaKits.com. They make all kinds of suspension parts, a lot of bolt-on stuff, anywhere from your UTV, your daily driver. They make all kinds of stuff. We just tested out their Baja Kits for the Can-Am down in Baja. We did 400 of the gnarliest miles, and we had not a single issue. So they definitely make some cool stuff, and it's definitely been Baja proven. So head over to BajaKits.com, check them out. Meanwhile, we will head over to the leaderboard and check it out. So the lead bike, we're getting close. Lead bike is at mile 700. That's Justin Morgan on the 7X. And then look who showed up on the tracker behind him now, the 1X. The 1X tracker is working. So we have Shane Esposito in second place. He is a few miles behind the 7X. Doesn't say what mile he's at, but he's up there. So his tracker's working. And the 66X is in third place. Santiago. They are the top three bikes, so they're getting close. They only got about 100 miles to go, the lead bike there. I'd say they'd be done in less than 2 hours. The European sections kind of might take a little while, so probably at least 2 hours till they get done. So we'll see how they keep going. Now, the lead quad is still the 1A. They're at mile 572. They're still moving along. The next quad, I think, is the 15A here, at least as far as the tracker goes. So they are moving along still. Then you can see it gets kind of crowded, a bunch of cars here, and then it goes back to a bunch more. So that's the bikes and quads. Now the truck class is now on the gnarliest section of the course. So this next 100 miles between 380 right here and 480 up here, actually probably 450 because it gets a little easier after right around here. So between here and here, this is where the race is going to be won, in my opinion, right in here. So the 6, you can see he's pulling out front now. Now, the 83, I forget if you guys didn't hear the update the last hour. They broke the motor accessory plate, and Luke McMillan is out of the race. So a big bummer for Luke. He was actually leading the race physically when he broke. But he's out on a trailer headed back to town. So no more Luke McMillan. Bummer for him. He had a really good run going. Andy McMillan was running in second, but he was at 0 miles an hour a couple miles ago. He got going again, but he definitely had some kind of problem. I don't know if it was a flat or something that looked like a little longer than a flat maybe. But he's moving again. He did lose positions. Rob McCachran, who's now tracking, is working. His tracker's working again. He's up to second physically, and then we have Bryce Menzies is third physically. He was also stopped for a little bit. It looked like the amount of time for a flat tire, almost at the same spot Andy got his. So maybe there was a big rock there that a couple of guys hit or something like that. It is pretty rocky and narrow through this whole section. Robbie Gordon is still moving, and he's actually closing the gap on these guys. You can see he's almost gained on Andy. Andy's just updated, and so did Robbie. So Robbie's gaining on Andy right now. He's making some ground. Then Cameron back here, we just heard he doesn't have reverse gear also. So Cameron is driving without first gear, and he's driving without reverse gear. So all Cameron has is second and third gear. So it hasn't really slowed him down much yet. So we'll see if he can keep it going. Hopefully he can. But him and Robbie got a good little race going here. Then Dan McMillan is still coming along, the other McMillan brother. To Luke and cousin to Andy. He's coming along, just cruising back here, staying right with these guys, not really losing much, losing a little bit to the leader, but not too much. That's him. And then back here, Kevin Thompson. I believe Harley Lettner is in this truck now. Harley was either going to get in here or he might get in at 480, but I think Harley's in this truck now. So they're actually looking pretty good right here, the 70. They started back a little ways. So if they can make up some time, they might have a good run going. I'll try to find the first one car. Looks like it's Justin Davis back here, and then Brandon Bailey is the second one car, followed by Shelby Reed, the third one car. So those are your top 3 one cars, and then it goes back a ways to the other cars. Now let's go and look at the Trophy Truck Spec class brought to you by Baja Kits. So same people that sponsor this hour of coverage also sponsor the Trophy Truck Spec update. Let's go look at them. The lead Trophy Truck Spec is the same one it's been most of the day, the 295 of William Hedrick Jr. He is leading, followed by the class champion, Elias Hanna, in second right now. They have a little gap. They're on the doing the road section, so that's not a very fun section right there. Somebody said any word on what happened to BJ. Haven't heard what happened to him. His tracker stopped working a while ago, so not sure what's going on with him there. But those are the top three. Jason McNeil is your third spec trophy truck. And then it goes back to this whole group back here with a bunch of people that are kind of stacked up back there. So it'll be a while till we see who's there. But definitely these top three, one of these guys is looking pretty good at this point. But they got a long way to go. The other class we're going to check in on, thanks to Four Wheel Parts, we're going to go look at the Pro UTV Forced Induction class. Now these guys are moving on up. We have Corey Sappington in first now, Wayne Matlock in second. They've been kind of bouncing back and forth. Then Derek Murray is in third. And then it goes back to Reese Millen, who was leading earlier, but now is in fourth. And then you got the whole rest of the pack back here. So the top three guys have kind of separated a little bit and starting to pull away from everyone else. So that's those. Now let's look where the naturally aspirated ones are. So Kristen Matlock has almost caught the other guys. So she's once again hauling the mail. She might actually catch all of them before the bottom of this section if she stays on this pace. She is absolutely driving faster than almost everyone in a UTV at this race. I wouldn't be surprised if a UTV finishes in the top 20 this race just because of how tight and technical it is. Definitely this is going to be the highest that they've ever finished in this race, I believe, in a while. So let's see. Anyone else? What class do you guys want to see? Who do you guys want to see? Let's go down the list here. Someone's asking for Class 5. We'll go look at them. Ben Swift is still out front in 5 open, and then Greg Sullivan is second, it looks like. And then in 516, we have Caesar, followed by Luis here in the 577. So we got a good little battle for 1600 here. Then what else did you guys want to see? Well, the 4400 class, we don't really update them too much because there's only 2 of them, and Shannon Campbell's tracker's not working, so we have no idea where he is. Casey Curry's down here. He's probably leading, but we don't know because the other tracker's not working. So Class 10, we can go look at that for you guys. Class 10. Lead Class 10 car, looks like it's the Reed car. Yep, Cody Reed is in front, followed by Ruben Torres in second. You got Jim Anderson and Ty fighting for third right here. Depending on when those update, one might be in front of the other. So that's the Class 10. Then let's see what else. Yeah, Joey, what's going on? Thanks 4 Wheel Parts for those updates on the UTV class. We got to update them every hour. The let's see, Class 8. I don't know. Is there any Class 8s racing? Looks like there's 3. Let's go look. Where are they? They are they're back a ways. One of them's showing up at the start. The other one's tracker's not working, and one of them is over here. So don't know what to tell you guys on Class 8. That's kind of just going to be what it is. Class 1600. Let's see. Is that the score lights, I guess, or 12? The 12 cars. Look at the 12 cars. We haven't looked at them much today. The 1240 of Miguel is in first. 1206 of Freddie's in second, and the 1258 of Jeremy is in third. So that's the top 12 cars there. What other ones did you guys want to see that we haven't done yet? I'm trying to think. Class 1, 2, okay, so 1600 class. Bruce Yee is in first in the 1614. You got Christopher Sanchez in second, and then you have Ernesto in third. That's your top 3 in 1600. Go down the list real quick. Class 3, well, there's only one person in Class 3, so I guarantee you Donald Moss is winning. So that's Class 3000. Let's go look at the Class 7 again. So Dan Shamley is out front still, but Jeff Proctor in the Honda with Jeff is actually driving now. Jeff himself, he's in now. So Jeff is gaining on Shamley. They got a ways to go, and they're 58. They're about 20 miles behind him. So they got to make up 20 miles here. Then we have 7-Eleven back here. We will check on Brandon Walsh for some people that were asking. He's still moving. He's at mile 172. He's still going by himself in the F class here. All right, I think that's about it for this update. We'll be back at 7 o'clock for the next one. Let's just go look at the trophy trucks one more time real quick before we leave, see if anything happened. Looks like the 6 is still out front. Larry Connor is in the truck now himself driving. And then Rob McCachran is gaining on him, it looks like a little bit. So Rob Mack here in second, and Bryce in third, Andy next, followed by Robbie Gordon and Cameron Steele. So that's your top trophy truck, guys. We'll see you back at 7 o'clock with the next update. Thanks to Baja Kits for this hour.